Good morning. Today is the day. If you guys are just now joining us or you haven't watched the last episode, first off, pause this and go check out the last episode because this is our new RX7 FC, a one owner, never modified, bone stock, cleanest example I've ever seen of a 1987 RX7 FC. And this car has 152,000 miles. I traveled all the way here to my friend Ryan's house in Arizona to come pick this thing up, and today is the day that we drive this thing almost 5.5 hours through the desert back to California. Now, I guess you could say that this is the real test on how clean is this car actually. Will it make it 5.5 hours through the desert back home to the shop? Now, that's the real question. 152,000 miles, almost 40-year-old car. We're gonna send it. Welcome to driving my JDM 5 hours through the desert. All right, brother. All right. This is the time. Come here. Thanks for coming to hang out. Thanks for coming to pick me up and get in the car.
Yep, you got your rotary things. Good luck on that drive.
You've made the drive in the FD.
No, I made it in the Skyline.
Right.
No, I have never done it in the FD.
So this is a very long and boring, literally in the middle of the desert.
Hey, at least you've got at least 7 to 8 cassettes to keep you company.
Oh my God, I do. Oh, okay, come here.
All
Last
right,
one.
dude.
We gotta go.
All right, man.
All right.
Safe drive.
I'll see you later.
All right, later, dude.
I'll let you know when, or maybe I will call you halfway. Who knows?
Okay. All right, later.
See you, dude. All right, that's it. Always sucks saying goodbye to your friends, but we gotta get going. It's early. I'm trying to get home and get in the drive early before traffic or anything, or before it even gets hot, hopefully. So this is it. Our maiden voyage, or I guess our maiden road trip in the FC. Going on a little morning IVL. All right, now I think we're ready to start. Cheers. One of the coolest things that came with this FC. Oh, it doesn't fit. It's JDM size. No. That's probably a really bad idea, but it's pretty cool. Right up. IVL is hitting. All right, here we go. Wish me luck, everybody. I mean, it should be fine. It should be okay, but still nerve-wracking driving 152,000 plus mile FD rotary OEM 13B 5.5 hours to the desert. All right, so literally going through nothingness, literally nothingness. I'm gonna try and make stop if we see anything cool, but there is actually nothing in the middle of California and Arizona to see or do besides like Palm Springs and Chuckwalla. I don't know. We're gonna try and make some cool stops if I can find anything, but here we go. It's officially 360 miles.
Turn right onto North Hartford
and
Street.
5 hours and 12 minutes. So let the road trip begin.
At the lights, turn left.
Quick gas stop. Guess now we can really see what kind of gas mileage this 13B actually gets. All right. All right. Now we can actually go. Reset our meter. Let's put some miles on Sue. We named the car Sue after the previous owner of this car, the sweetest lady ever. There's an old lady that owned this car for the past almost 40 years, which is absolutely epic. We gotta go, 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 go. So freaking cool. This car's just good. Yeah. All right, and we're off. I don't know how accurate the speedometer actually is, 75 actually feels kind of decent, but it feels like I might be going slower than that. But I'm also curious, this car supposedly has cruise control. If I do that, will it work? Oh my god, cruise control works. That is epic. I didn't even know they had cruise control in the 80s. That's sick. That will definitely come in handy when we get out in the middle of the desert. Now, there is one thing that I completely forgot to do before we started driving. Cassette. Luckily, Sue was kind enough to leave me all of her old cassette tapes in the car, so we have tons to choose from, but this is what Sue was listening to, so let's pop it in. All right, Sue. Psycho Killer? Let's go, baby. Ba 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 ba. Our first little desert stop in the middle of nowhere. Had to take some cool photos. Had to make a little stop while we're literally in the middle of nothingness, but it looks pretty cool. I honestly was gonna send it down this dirt road to see what was down there, but we also have 3.5 hours left to make it home, but this looks pretty freaking cool. So far, so good. Wanted to give her just a little bit of a break. I will say this thing is an absolute trooper. Has not skipped a beat, knock on wood here. Jamming out to some friggin' talking heads here. Pretty epic.
Turn right.
The suspension, so bad, so bad. Yeah. Hasn't skipped a beat, baby. Wanted to make a quick stop. Trying to like find cool roads or anything cool that I see to pull out on, but nothing too crazy just yet. I do know one area that I've been dying to stop, so that's a big cactus. Update. So far, so good. No problems. I've talked about it a little bit, but this car is just fun to drive, and it's shocking how good it's doing. I mean, I know once you modify a rotary, they can be very, very tricky, but so far this 13B has treated me really, really well. So 3.5 hours to go. We've officially made it. Welcome to California. All right. The one actually cool location I sort of knew about on the way back home is this old abandoned, I guess you could call it town. It used to have like a post office, a cafe, and then this gas station here. Now it's obviously abandoned and destroyed, but it's a pretty cool location to stop. RX7's doing great. I would say we're about halfway home. We got one more stop, which is going to be for gas in just a little bit. But if you actually pay attention to the channel, you might recognize this area. This is actually the exit that we take to go to Chuckwalla Valley Raceway, which is about 10 minutes down the road. Right over there. It's one of my favorite racetracks here in California, just right down the street. And that's how I found out about this cool little gas station spot. So I wanted to take the FC here. We're gonna get a couple of shots here, let this rest for a minute, and get on to the gas station, and we're making our way home. It's the last leg of the drive. our last and final stop. You know, the FC has been awesome. Actually, let me turn this back on for you guys. We've gone 240 miles and are just barely under half a tank. Not half bad for this little rotary. This thing has surprised me in all aspects. So this will be our last stop. We're gonna fill up here and we're gonna send it all the way home. Let's send her home. Send it, baby.
Starting route to home.
2 hours to go. Road trip fuel. Welcome home, Sue. It's official. The FC has made it to the garage. So you guys remember when last episode when we were ordering car parts as soon as we bought the RX7? Well, now that we're home, a lot of this stuff is actually starting to show up and we have lots. Actually, I can show you guys this. This is pretty cool. I believe, oh yes. OEM goodness. I'm very, very excited to start diving in to the RX7. But now that we're home, it's actually time for us to head on to our next adventure. Now, this is something that we do every single year. It's New Year's, and this was like the last minute trip, and we just got home just in time for New Year's Eve. Well, it's a few days before, but every year, Tiana and I, and Sparko, we all go to a mountain near us called Big Bear. It's a really, really popular skiing and snowboarding location. Now, funny enough, we don't do either of those things, even though I am getting the itch to start snowboarding, but that's for a whole nother thing. We go up every year, stay in a cabin, and just start our new year fresh, relaxing, take a little family trip to start off the year. And we're taking you guys along. Every year we do like a little recap, doing that here as well. I'm pretty stoked, but no time to relax just yet. We got everything packed up. We kept some good old car parts that you guys will see when we get back. And we still gotta show Tiana the car too. She hasn't even seen the FC yet, but that's gonna be an awesome video showing her, maybe doing some of the first mods. That's gonna be epic. But anyways, it's time to load everybody up. T-Money is getting ready upstairs right now and we're heading to the mountains. Frickin' garage still blows my mind. All right. One of my favorite Legends products of all time, the Midnight Legends Club Duffel. Very good. This is it. We got food for Dutch Kitchen this weekend. All of our stuff is packed. We're ready to head to the mountains. Oh yeah. How about mountain trip.
Mountain trip.
Why is it so hot?
I don't know. It's supposed to be cold and snowy.
The first 2 years that we went, it snowed, and now the second 2 years,
it's like hot.
It's hot, like really hot.
But no matter what the weather is, we go.
Yeah, because it's just nice being in the cabin.
Yeah.
So we got about 2.5, 3 hour drive to the mountains. So you guys want me to get, actually, you know what's hiding away in there? The next one, which we still gotta do a video with you.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't even seen it.
I know. I'm so excited to meet Sue.
Good old, she knows the story though. She knows the story of Sue. Grab my tripod. Look at her in all her glory, just where we left her. But all right, we'll get back to this when we get home from our little New Year's vacation. I'm so freaking amped for the RX7, but this is what we need right here. And now we can go. Welcome to our mountain cabin. This is our little cabin in the woods here. What is that? Oh, is that the doorknob?
Yeah, it's like a door knock.
Oh my gosh, check this out, guys. Just in the middle of the mountains. It's epic out here. So freaking cool. All right, give us a tour.
Okay, we're gonna start over here. This is the front deck. Okay, a nice little fire. Sparko. What you doing? He loves it.
He loves it.
He is
Look at
thriving.
him.
Thriving.
This is technically the front door.
But you don't enter that way.
This is a cool front door.
But it's very cool. I love the, like, they kept it original. And you walk over here, jacuzzi.
Hot tub.
Okay? We love a good jacuzzi.
Is it on?
Is it warm? Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
But, like, hello, what a view.
Freaking sick.
Alright, follow me. It's like MTV Cribs. This is a little mud room.
So cool, it's just on the side of a hill.
Yeah, so usually, right, when it snows, like, you'd come in here, you have the bench to, like, take your boots off and then walk into the house.
Unfortunately, no, absolutely no snow this year.
But that's okay.
Dude, how good does a big truck look now? A good looking rig.
I also love, like, a door like this, like a swinging door.
Yeah, so sick. Hello.
Come on, buddy.
Check this place out, guys. The coziest little cabin ever. Just like a true mountain cabin.
Like a true, yeah.
Living room, couch, miniature TV.
It is very small.
Editing station, Dut's kitchen. Our room, Sparko's crib. Cool little cabin for the new year. Are you ready for this? Look, oh my, this might be an even better batch than last year. Dut's famous bison chili is here. Oh yeah, check this out. New Year's tradition here in the cabin. Oh yeah. All right, it's only right, the New Year's tradition. Bison chili, garlic bread. Check this out. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
What a perfect meal. It's freezing outside. Perfect meal.
This looks like it came from a restaurant.
Yeah, I know, right? Is this Dutch restaurant? Absolutely divine or what?
Unbelievable. It's literally the best chili I've ever had in my entire life. And I'm not just saying that.
Dut's Kitchen. Dut's Cookbook 2025.
I know.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
We're gonna spend the night eating some bomb chili, watching some movies, and we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow in the morning because it is going to be New Year's Eve and what is the last video I will ever film, but the first video you guys get of the year, which is crazy. So I want to recap 2025, but we are going to enjoy some chili and a movie. Actually, I should make mine. I gotta do a little taste test. Okay, here we go. Look at this. That is insane. Oh, hot. That is literally insane. All right. Did it. Happy New Year, everybody. It is officially New Year's Eve, and what is our last video that we're filming for you guys, but your first video of 2025. Now, I'm super stoked because we are bringing in the new year with a whole new build, and what you guys are gonna see in a couple of weeks is our first ever giveaway.
Yep.
Our first giveaway for 2025 of the year, yes. So we have a lot of awesome stuff planned for 2025. Now, before we end today's video, I thought I would just give you guys a big thank you for what was our biggest and craziest year that we have personally ever had. It was nuts. I mean, maybe not in terms of growth, but all of the things. Also, you guys are gonna hear Sparko
chewing his Toy.
In terms of just the crazy shit that we did all year, and the builds, it was incredible. I feel like this year we really tested ourselves on the level of builds that we've done and the experiences to share with you guys. We really thought outside the box and we did some of the coolest and the craziest stuff of my entire life, and I feel like that's only gonna bleed into 2025. And I told you guys last year, or I guess technically this year for us, 2024 would be our busiest year yet. 2025 is already starting off absolutely nuts. And I honestly don't know how we're gonna top everything that we pulled off this year, but I feel like we should just run through quickly all of the crazy experiences and the builds that we did this year, because honestly, I feel like this was just the coolest year of my entire life, even with what me and you did.
I know.
We did Spain, and we freaking lived out of a van in Iceland.
Wait, why? I already forgot about that. That feels like it was a year ago.
I know, it's crazy. Okay, but let's just quickly run through this, because of course none of this would be possible without you guys. So I have to just say thank you. It's beginning of the year, start off with a bang. We got to see my R34 and hear it start for the first time ever at Midori Sebi. Yeah! Immediately after that, we raced at a TAC challenge at Scuba Surfing. Literally a live stream. I have to go redeem myself and get that sub-minute time at some point, but we literally raced at my dream track in Japan at a TAC Scuba with the Tokyo Drift Evo.
That's like, I already forgot that all that happened.
Okay. That's insane. Immediately following that, we dropped the bomb and we revealed the wrecked Porsche to you guys.
Yeah.
That was our first ever wrecked car build, the biggest build that Tim and I have ever taken on. We literally chopped the front end of a car off, replaced it with a completely different front end, and made the GTS Street Cup, which is epic.
Definitely the most challenging. And one of those projects, I think probably the first one where you guys were like, I don't know if we can do this.
Yep, I don't know if we're gonna do it.
Yeah, and you went for it.
It is wild. And then after that, we had Japan. I had Japan in a van.
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Right. That's right.
We completed Japan in a van. If you guys don't know what that is, you gotta go watch series number 1. But I essentially last year did Hokkaido, which is the very, very northern island of Japan, down to Tokyo. And this year I did the very bottom peninsula of Japan, all the way up to Mount Fuji, and I climbed Mount Fuji.
Wait, there's also that.
What? The 35th tallest peak in the entire world. Okay, again,
okay.
That's sick. So much more in between that. We revealed the Evo VIII to you guys, which is my permanent Japan car, which I am unbelievably stoked for. I'm actually gonna be back in Japan in a couple of days to go revisit that, and we have some awesome things that we're doing in just a couple of weeks. But we have the Evo VIII. What else did we do?
You brought the 34 to America.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Oh my God. Before the Evo VIII, yes. We imported my literal pinnacle dream car, the Midori Sebi built R34 GTR. We finally, after 5 years, got to import that into America. It now sits in the garage. We drive it, we have fun with it, and we experience it just how I had always imagined. We got to build that car in Japan, show you guys what it's really like to build a car in Japan and experience that, and bring it all the way home so that I have that to experience for the rest of my life. And the coolest thing about all of this is we can all go back and watch this. I mean, this is my
it's like documented
12th or 13th year on YouTube. You guys that may have been here that long, or if you're new, whatever, you guys have literally seen me grow up, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But anyways, the 34, the Evo VIII, what else? What other craziness was there?
I feel like there's so much we're forgetting.
I bought my dad a car.
Oh, yeah.
I literally bought my dad his dream car.
Right.
And did our first muscle car. We did a Hemi swap into it. We bought my dad his dream.
How did we forget about that?
That is unbelievable.
You know, I feel like the year...
It goes by too fast.
It goes by so fast, and I feel like when you're in the midst of it, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like that. But then at the end of the year when you reflect like this, it's like, oh my gosh. It's like, what a year.
Wild, guys. And I'm sure there's so much that I'm forgetting. The Legends Car Show was fantastic just a few weeks ago. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot this year that I'm forgetting.
And then like all of our personal trips we did and travel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I freaking learned how to surf.
Yeah.
Like, truthfully
Like,
learned how to surf. Like,
you're like annoyingly pretty good. You're just starting now, which drives me nuts.
it's
yeah.
so cool. And so, like I said at the beginning, all of the incredible stuff that we somehow pulled off this year really bleeds into what we have planned for 2025. I feel like a lot of the risks we took on and kind of figured out we can handle now puts us in a good spot for, you know, coming up with even crazier ideas for 2025, which I am super, super excited for. And I think I want to leave, last year I left you guys off with a little something for 2024. I don't remember what it was. You got to go watch last year's. But this year I want to leave you off with just do the thing. It is never too late to start or too early to start, whether you're 18 years old or you're pushing 50 years old, just start. The key thing here is suck until you don't suck anymore. Eat shit until you just don't. You know, like everybody starts somewhere. You're gonna look like a dork, but you're just gonna have to do it until you figure it out. And I feel like that goes with everything. I was so afraid to try something new or tackle something that maybe we couldn't handle. And until you just put yourself in that situation, like chopping the front end off of almost $100,000 car, you're never gonna know. And I feel like this really applies to all aspects, whether you're fighting for that new job or you want to do content creation or you want to start a new hobby like me in surfing. Suck until you don't anymore. And that's when I want to leave you guys off with 2025. And as always, it's do more. And I feel like that blends perfectly with just starting the thing. Start it, do more, work as hard as you can, suck until you don't suck anymore, and make yourself proud for this year. I want to challenge all of you guys with starting something new or picking something up that you maybe left behind or been thinking about doing, and suck until you don't, right?
I feel like we should make that a t-shirt. That's like such a good little slogan. I love that.
You're welcome. You can steal it as long as you give me some credit. But all right, with that, I had to tell you guys a thank you, because without all of you watching and supporting and buying things off the Legend site, supporting our crazy ideas, none of this would be possible. And I want this to be the last but the biggest thank you of the year, and we are going to start the new year off, which this is I guess technically that we're starting the new year off, but thank you guys so much. We're going to say it every year because I truthfully believe it. 2025 is going to be the biggest year that we have ever had. We're going to do the craziest builds, craziest experiences, and we're going to hit 1 million.
We're going to hit 1 million. I'm excited for you for next year.
We're going to hit 1 million.
I feel like next year's like I'm going to call it the year of like getting back to your roots. And I feel like after this year, when we like do this again, this same video at the end of like next year, people are going to be like, T was right. Like, I know what she was saying.
We're not even going to go into it. You're just going to understand.
I'm just going to leave it there.
You're just going to understand. I feel like a lot of you guys get it with the first build that we're about to do with you guys. But anyways, that's what we're going to leave it at. Thank you guys so much. As always, do more. Suck until you don't suck anymore. Thank you guys so freaking much. Maybe I'll put a little snippet in when it hits New Year's, because it's currently 4/31, December 31st. It's almost the New Year's. But if we don't make it until then,
we'll make it to East Coast New Year's.
Yeah. Thank you guys. You're amazing. And over these past 12 years, my life would not be this way if it wasn't for all of you watching and supporting. So from all of us, thank you guys. Happy New Year's. We will see you guys for the first episode next year, 2025. As always, if you guys have not already, make sure you hit that like button, leave us a comment down below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out. Oh, you're still here. thanks for watching this long. If you made it this far, you should consider subscribing right up here, or I guess down below. And YouTube really thinks that you're gonna like this video right over here, so maybe check that one out. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's get back to it.